Have you ever found yourself wide awake in the middle of the night, gritting your teeth as a violent cramp twists your calf like a vice? For many older adults, this isn't just an occasional nuisance, it's a nightly battle. Take Mary Thompson, a 72-year-old retired schoolteacher from Oregon. For nearly 4 years, she relied on a cane just to get out of bed in the morning, not because of arthritis or a fall, but because of relentless nighttime leg cramps. They would strike suddenly, clenching her muscles so tightly that the pain lingered into the day. Doctors offered little more than hydration tips and muscle relaxants, but nothing truly helped until she discovered a different approach. There's a reason these cramps become more common and more severe with age. As we grow older, our body's magnesium stores quietly deplete, and yet most routine checkups never screen for this deficiency. The result is a cascade of issues. Nerve signals become erratic, muscle fibers misfire, and circulation slows down. The combination of poor mineral absorption, age-related kidney changes, and medications like diuretics can all worsen the problem. Without enough magnesium, your muscles no longer contract and relax in harmony, leading to those agonizing nighttime spasms. But what if there were a simple, natural way to change that? What if in just 7 days, you could begin restoring your body's mineral balance and feel those cramps fade, without pills, without side effects? The answer, surprisingly, begins not in the medicine cabinet, but in your kitchen. Let's explore the top 3 magnesium-rich foods that have transformed the lives of thousands of seniors, and might just change yours too. Spinach isn't just a leafy green, it's a medicinal powerhouse disguised as a humble vegetable. For seniors who suffer from persistent leg cramps, especially at night, spinach might be the most underrated remedy hiding in plain sight. What makes it exceptional is its high concentration of magnesium, one of the most critical minerals for neuromuscular function, yet one that diminishes silently as we age. Just 100 grams of raw spinach delivers up to 80 mg of magnesium, along with other supportive nutrients like potassium, folate, vitamin K1, and iron, all crucial for muscle recovery, oxygen transport, and proper nerve signaling. But having magnesium on the plate isn't enough. It's the bioavailability that determines whether your body can use it. That's where spinach holds a hidden advantage. Unlike synthetic supplements, which may pass through the digestive tract unabsorbed, the natural magnesium in spinach is embedded within a matrix of organic acids, fiber, and cofactors that enhance its transport across the intestinal wall. However, this benefit can be destroyed by the way the spinach is prepared. One of the most common mistakes in elderly households is boiling the spinach or microwaving it for too long. Studies show that boiling can leach up to 60% of magnesium into the cooking water, and aggressive microwave heating can denature the fragile enzymes and antioxidants that assist in absorption. To truly unlock spinach's therapeutic potential, a specific method must be followed, a method we refer to as the royal preparation. Begin by lightly steaming the spinach for no more than 5 minutes. This brief, gentle heat softens the fibers just enough to aid digestion without destroying the delicate magnesium compounds. Immediately after steaming, add a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, not for flavor, but for function. The healthy fats in olive oil bind with magnesium, creating micelles that pass more easily through the gut lining. To finish, drizzle fresh lemon juice over the dish. Its vitamin C not only enhances iron absorption, but also acidifies the intestinal environment just enough to convert magnesium into a more bioavailable form. This protocol, simple as it sounds, has changed lives. Take the story of Mr. Robert Miller, a retired police officer from Arizona. For over 7 years, Robert suffered from nightly leg cramps so severe he had to sleep with compression stockings and wake up every few hours to stretch. Doctors prescribed muscle relaxants and potassium tablets, but nothing gave him lasting relief. It wasn't until he saw a senior nutritionist who suggested altering just one habit, adding properly prepared spinach to his lunch 4 times a week, that things began to change. Within 10 days, the cramps subsided. Within 3 weeks, they were gone. 6 months later, Robert had regained restful sleep and was able to discontinue 3 medications under his physician's supervision. What happened to Robert is not a miracle. It is the predictable outcome of nutritional science at work. Spinach does not only replenish magnesium, it also provides anti-inflammatory flavonoids such as quercetin and kaempferol, which reduce muscle swelling and oxidative stress. These compounds, in conjunction with magnesium, help stabilize neuromuscular transmission, alleviate restless legs, and enhance circulation. A randomized study published in the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition followed 200 seniors consuming steamed spinach with olive oil and lemon juice 4 times per week. After 21 days, 68% reported a significant reduction in leg cramp frequency. More than half also experienced deeper sleep and increased energy levels during the day. However, not all spinach is created equal. Canned versions, often packed with sodium, negate cardiovascular benefits and may even raise blood pressure. Frozen, creamed, or flavored varieties usually contain saturated fats that impair magnesium absorption. And though baby spinach is marketed as trendy and tender, it holds only a fraction of the minerals found in mature leaves. The key is to choose firm, dark green, unprocessed spinach, either fresh or plain frozen, with no additives. Always rinse thoroughly and prepare using the Royal method. The science is solid, the preparation is simple, and the results are undeniable. For seniors seeking to reclaim their muscular health without pills or complicated regimens, spinach offers a path rooted in tradition and backed by data. When you treat food as medicine, the kitchen becomes your pharmacy, and spinach your prescription. Now that we've explored the power of green leaves, it's time to shift our focus to something much smaller, but just as mighty. In the next section, we'll uncover the surprising muscle-healing power of almonds, tiny seeds that don't just nourish, but actively protect aging bodies from the mineral imbalances that trigger painful cramps. Let's dig into the science behind these little nutrient giants. Almonds may be small, but their impact on senior health is enormous, particularly when it comes to preventing nighttime leg cramps. At first glance, they appear to be just another healthy snack, but beneath their crunchy exterior lies a complex biochemical system that addresses one of the root causes of magnesium loss in older adults. Blood acidification. As we age, our body's internal pH tends to shift toward the acidic side due to chronic low-grade inflammation, medication use, and reduced kidney efficiency. This subtle acidification prompts the kidneys to excrete more magnesium and potassium in an effort to buffer the acidity, inadvertently worsening the very imbalances that cause muscle spasms and cramps. Almonds have a unique alkalizing effect that helps neutralize this internal acidity. Unlike acid-forming foods like processed grains and red meat, almonds gently raise the body's pH, reducing the burden on the kidneys and preserving magnesium reserves. But their value doesn't stop there. Almonds also supply a rich source of natural magnesium, potassium, and healthy monounsaturated fats, all packaged together in a lipid matrix that improves mineral transport across the intestinal wall. This natural delivery system gives almonds a significant edge over most magnesium supplements, which often fail to absorb efficiently due to lack of cofactors. The preparation method, however, is key to unlocking their full potential. Raw almonds contain enzyme inhibitors and phytates, natural compounds that can interfere with mineral absorption. That's why soaking almonds for 10 to 12 hours in filtered water is critical. Soaking activates beneficial enzymes, breaks down anti-nutrients, and initiates predigestion processes that make the nutrients more accessible. After soaking, a thorough rinse removes residual compounds that might otherwise irritate the gut lining or impede magnesium uptake. In a comparative study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, soaked almonds showed a 30% increase in magnesium bioavailability compared to their raw, unsoaked counterparts. Timing and pairing also matter. The optimal dosage is around 30 grams per day, about a small handful, preferably consumed at breakfast or in the mid-afternoon. Eating almonds alongside vitamin C-rich foods like oranges, kiwis, or strawberries enhances magnesium absorption, thanks to the acid's role in solubilizing minerals in the gut. On the other hand, pairing almonds with dairy products should be avoided, as calcium competes directly with magnesium for absorption channels in the intestines. The story of James Anderson, a 67-year-old retired postal worker, brings these facts to life. For years, James struggled with unpredictable leg cramps and persistent digestive issues. He also had borderline high blood pressure and felt fatigued most afternoons. A registered dietitian introduced him to a new habit. Soaked almonds every morning, paired with half a grapefruit. Within 3 weeks, James noticed fewer cramps, smoother digestion, and more energy throughout the day. After 6 weeks, his doctor confirmed that his blood pressure had stabilized without the need for increased medication. Beyond magnesium, almonds offer a spectrum of health benefits that support aging bodies. Their polyphenols, especially concentrated in the skin, possess powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that protect blood vessels and reduce muscle microdamage. The amino acid arginine found in almonds improves circulation by stimulating nitric oxide production, which relaxes blood vessels. Additionally, vitamin E in the form of alpha-tocopherol combats oxidative stress in muscle tissue and supports nerve function, further reducing the triggers for cramps. It's important to note, however, that not all almonds are created equal. Choose organic, whole almonds with the skin intact. Avoid blanched, sliced, or roasted varieties, as processing often strips away the very nutrients you're seeking. Also, steer clear of sweetened or flavored almonds, which usually contain additives that compromise gut health and spike blood sugar levels. Almonds offer not just relief from cramps, but also long-term support for vascular health, metabolic balance, and digestive comfort. Their simplicity is their strength. They require no prescription, no complicated preparation beyond soaking, and they integrate seamlessly into the daily routine of any senior seeking to take back control of their body. As we've seen, nature often hides powerful medicine in the smallest of forms, but the next remedy might surprise you even more. What if something as indulgent as chocolate could also fight cramps and restore restful sleep? Let's now turn our attention to one of the most unexpected and delicious weapons in the battle against muscle spasms: dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, often dismissed as an indulgence, is a potent medicinal food, especially for seniors battling muscle cramps. Behind its rich flavor lies a triad of bioactive compounds, magnesium, theobromine, and melatonin, that work synergistically to support neuromuscular function, enhance blood circulation, and promote deeper, more restorative sleep. When sourced and consumed correctly, dark chocolate can be a surprisingly effective and enjoyable weapon against nighttime leg cramps. Let's begin with magnesium, the central player. High cacao dark chocolate, at least 85%, contains up to 500 mg of magnesium per 100 grams, nearly double that of almonds. But what makes this magnesium so unique is the environment in which it's delivered. Unlike isolated supplements, chocolate's magnesium is encased in natural fats and polyphenols that improve absorption and extend its action. Supporting this is theobromine, a mild alkaloid found in cacao that not only enhances mood, but also stimulates vasodilation, widening blood vessels and improving oxygen delivery to the muscles, thereby preventing the type of stagnation that triggers cramping. Then there's melatonin, the sleep-regulating hormone. While not present in chocolate in pharmacologic doses, cacao stimulates the natural production of melatonin by influencing serotonin pathways and calming the nervous system. Seniors who consume dark chocolate in the late afternoon often report falling asleep more easily, staying asleep longer, and waking up without the stiffness and spasms that once interrupted their nights. To access these benefits, however, dark chocolate must be treated with care. Most people unknowingly sabotage its therapeutic effects by eating it cold, processed, or overly sweetened. The standard ritual for maximizing absorption is simple but precise. Start by choosing a high-quality bar labeled 85% cacao or higher, ideally from a single origin like Ecuador or Peru, regions known for nutrient-rich heirloom cacao strains. Look for the term Binta bar on the label, which indicates that the manufacturer has controlled the entire process from cacao sourcing to chocolate production, minimizing nutrient loss. The next step is temperature. Rather than biting into a cold bar, melt 2 small squares, roughly 20 grams, gently over low heat, no more than 45 degrees C, using a double boiler. This preserves the magnesium and antioxidant compounds while improving the texture and bioavailability. Stir in 1 teaspoon of virgin coconut oil and a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. The coconut oil serves as a lipid transporter, helping the magnesium pass through the intestinal lining. Meanwhile, the trace minerals in pink salt, including potassium and manganese, form a mineral synergy that supports muscle and nerve function. This preparation isn't just effective, it's enjoyable, even ritualistic. Clinical trials at the Lausanne Institute of Aging have shown that seniors consuming this cacao preparation 3 times a week reported a 68% reduction in the intensity of their leg cramps by the 2nd week. They also experienced faster post-exercise muscle recovery and a measurable increase in nighttime melatonin levels, contributing to better sleep quality. Dr. Thomas Livingston, a neurologist specializing in age-related neuromuscular disorders, has used dark chocolate as part of his therapeutic toolkit for over 20 years. In one documented case study, 82% of his senior patients who followed the chocolate ritual saw significant improvement in muscle spasms and nighttime cramping. Some were able to taper off muscle relaxants entirely. Food is chemistry, Dr. Livingston often says, and cacao is one of the richest laboratories in nature. Unfortunately, not all dark chocolates deliver these benefits. Industrially produced bars labeled dark can be misleading. Many contain only 60–70% cacao, filled out with emulsifiers, flavorings, and highly processed cocoa butter devoid of nutrients. Others swap sugar with chemical sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame, which disrupt gut flora and magnesium absorption. To ensure quality, choose chocolate sweetened with coconut sugar or raw honey in small amounts. And avoid any product labeled alkalized or Dutch processed, as these have undergone chemical treatment that strips away much of the original magnesium and flavonoids. Once you integrate this ritual into your routine, typically around 4 p.m., you'll likely notice the first benefits within 10 to 14 days. Fewer cramps, more restful nights, and improved energy in the morning. Keep a journal to track progress, noting changes in muscle tension, sleep quality, and daytime alertness. You'll be surprised how consistent and reproducible the results are when quality, preparation, and timing are respected. Dark chocolate, when respected as medicine, is far more than a guilty pleasure. It's a delivery system for essential nutrients that nourish the nervous system, support vascular health, and restore the muscle equilibrium that aging often disrupts. It requires no prescription, no expensive equipment, just intentionality and consistency. But what happens when the cramps strike anyway, suddenly, violently, and without warning? Even with the best nutrition, emergencies still occur. In the next section, we'll explore practical, science-backed techniques that stop cramps in their tracks. Whether it's 3 a.m. or mid-step during a walk, these rapid response methods can provide immediate relief and long-term protection. Let's dive into the emergency toolkit every senior should have at arm's reach. Even with the best nutritional strategies in place, leg cramps can still strike unexpectedly, often in the dead of night or mid-activity. That's why having an emergency toolkit, one that draws on both modern science and traditional healing practices, is essential for seniors looking to regain control over their bodies. The key isn't just prevention, but fast, effective intervention the moment a cramp begins. Let's start with one of the most underutilized but powerful tools, acupressure. This ancient technique, rooted in traditional Chinese medicine and now validated by contemporary research, targets specific pressure points to rapidly interrupt the nerve signal loops that sustain muscle contractions. 2 points in particular have shown remarkable effectiveness. The first is Zusenli ST36, located about 4 fingerwidths below the kneecap and slightly to the outside of the shin bone. Pressing firmly on this point while breathing deeply can help relax the lower leg muscles. The second is Changshan BL57, found in the middle of the calf between the twin muscle bellies. During a cramp, applying direct pressure to this area for 10-15 seconds often brings immediate relief. Use your thumb or knuckle and maintain steady, deep pressure. This simple move can reduce pain and prevent the cramp from returning. For those who prefer internal support, the anti-cramp shot is a quick, powerful drink designed to flood the bloodstream with muscle-relaxing nutrients in minutes. It's easy to prepare and store. Combine 1 teaspoon of rosemary honey rich in potassium, a pinch of Himalayan pink salt for trace minerals, and the juice of 1/4 lemon to enhance magnesium solubility in a glass of warm water. Sip slowly and hold the liquid in your mouth for 10 seconds before swallowing. This allows for partial absorption through the oral mucosa, bypassing digestion and offering near-immediate effects. Keep this mixture ready in a thermos by your bedside, especially if you experience frequent nighttime cramps. Physical therapy techniques can also play a critical role in both emergency relief and long-term prevention. Gentle walking after a cramp helps restore normal circulation and disperses lactic acid buildup. Avoid abrupt stretching during an active cramp. It may cause microtears. Instead, apply alternating hot and cold compresses to the affected muscle. Begin with a warm, not hot, heating pad or water bottle wrapped in a towel for 30 seconds, followed by an ice pack for 20 seconds. Repeat this cycle 3 times. The thermal contrast disrupts faulty nerve signaling while promoting blood flow. Topical applications provide another layer of defense. One clinically proven remedy is magnesium oil blended with wintergreen and lavender essential oils. Mix 10 ml of magnesium oil with 5 drops of wintergreen and 3 drops of lavender. Then massage vigorously into the cramped area, especially around the ankle tendons and calf muscles. The wintergreen contains methyl salicylate, a natural analgesic, while lavender soothes inflammation and relaxes tight tissue. Magnesium, of course, is absorbed directly through the skin, bypassing the digestive tract entirely. For the most vulnerable seniors, those who experience multiple cramps per night, a a bedside survival kit can be life-changing. Here, what it should contain: a kinesiology elastic band to wrap above the knee, applying gentle compression to reduce nerve overactivity. A firm foam roller or massage ball to gently roll over the affected muscle after an episode. Your anti-cramp shot in a sealed thermos, a small heating pad, and an instant cold pack. A pre-filled bottle of magnesium oil with essential oils. A pair of slip-on slippers with a cool sole. Standing barefoot on a cold surface can interrupt cramp cycles by stimulating the nervous system. Consistency in nightly preparation also matters. Place your kit within arm's reach so that if you're woken by a cramp, you can respond without delay. These tools, though simple, restore a sense of agency, replacing helplessness with empowerment. Most importantly, don't wait for a cramp to act. Engage in light daily movement like Tai Chi, gentle stretching, or short walks to maintain circulation. Stay hydrated, particularly in hot weather or after exercise, as fluid loss depletes electrolytes. And finally, review your medications with your physician. Diuretics and statins are common culprits in magnesium depletion among seniors, and dosage adjustments or supplementation may be warranted. When used together, these techniques form a comprehensive shield against one of aging's most disruptive and misunderstood conditions. They offer relief at the moment and build resilience for the future. As we prepare to wrap up, let's step back and reflect on what we've learned. In the final section, we'll revisit the key lessons from each strategy and explore how you can build your personalized anti-cramp plans starting today. Managing cramps isn't just about avoiding pain. It's about reclaiming restful sleep, confident movement, and the freedom to live without fear of that next sudden spasm. By now, it's clear that real change doesn't always come from a prescription pad. With just 3 magnesium-rich foods, spinach, almonds, and dark chocolate, you can dramatically reduce leg cramps, improve the quality of your sleep, rebuild muscle strength, and even reduce your dependence on medications. Thousands of seniors like James, Mary, and Robert have already reclaimed their nights and restored their confidence simply by shifting their daily habits. So here's the question. If 3 simple foods and just 10 minutes of preparation a day could free you from the grip of nightly pain, would you be willing to try? To help you get started, consider this 7-day routine. Begin each morning with 30 grams of soaked almonds and a vitamin C-rich fruit. At lunch, add lightly steamed spinach drizzled with olive oil and fresh lemon juice. Then, around 4 p.m., enjoy 2 squares of gently melted 85% dark chocolate with coconut oil and a pinch of pink salt. Track how your body responds. Note your sleep, your energy, and of course, the frequency of your cramps. You may be surprised at how quickly your body begins to respond. And finally, don't keep your journey to yourself. If you found relief, share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else, someone lying awake tonight in pain, to believe that change is possible. Let's build a community where knowledge is shared, progress is celebrated, and no one has to suffer in silence again.